everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also consider joining my Patreon page for some cool perks. I'll leave a link in the description. Carl Jung once said, "Who has fully realized that history is not contained in thick books, but lives in our very blood." Speaking of history, it's time to hit the rewind button on music history. During each episode of Music History, I will tell you about some interesting music events that have happened today, September 22nd. To keep this video at a reasonable length, I shrunk the list down to 10 crucial moments. I put them in chronological order. Let's begin. First, on this day in 1951, the dedicated lead singer of both Deep Purple and Whitesnake, David Coverdale, drew his first breath. Happy birthday, David. On this day in 1958, the glorious frontwoman of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts was born. Happy birthday, Joan. On this day in 1969, the most creatively named band ever, The Band, bestowed their self-titled second studio album, more commonly referred to as the Brown Album. Maybe they wanted us to listen to it while taking a dump. Even though it didn't go gold or platinum, it still rose to a solid 9th position on the Billboard Hot 200 charts. On this day in 1972, David Bowie initiated his first U.S. tour, disguised as his colorful alter ego Ziggy Stardust, to promote the amazing album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust. On this day in 1980, Geffen Records was established. A bunch of different artists have signed contracts with Geffen over the years, like Aerosmith, Blink-182, Elton John, John Lennon, Guns N' Roses, Papa Roach, Sammy Hagar, Sonic Youth, The Eagles, and Weezer, among others. On this day in 1985, the very first annual Farm Aid Festival took place. It was hosted by the University of Illinois. The lineup lumped together B.B. King, Billy Joel, Bob Dylan, John Mellencamp, Loretta Lynn, Neil Young, Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, Willie Nelson, and that was just scratching the surface. I guess you could say at Farm Aid, they sang till the cows came home. Collectively, the concert raked in a whopping $10 million, which provided some much-needed relief to numerous struggling American farmers scattered across the country. On this day in 1989, Irving Berlin, who penned classic songs such as God Bless America and White Christmas, passed away at the ripe old age of 101. Rest in peace, Irving. On this day in 1992, Bruce Springsteen surprisingly opted to perform an electric show for MTV Unplugged. Usually Unplugged, as the name implies, required only acoustic instruments, but Bruce was an exception to this rule. Therefore, the baffled MTV crew were forced to change the name of the episode to MTV Plugged. On this day in 1998, Kiss released their 22nd studio album called Psycho Circus, which fans probably went crazy for. Once again, Paul, Gene, Peter, and Ace collaborated for the first time since 1979. Psycho Circus went gold in the US. Last but not least, sorry to end on a sad note, but on this day in 1998, White Zombie's beautiful bass player Sean Yseult sadly confirmed the rumors that the band had been terminated were true. Well, that's it. What's your favorite thing that occurred on September 22nd? Let me know in the comments. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.